really is a shame that we don't have cameras going before the intro. And
Yeah, because we're dancing.
yeah, the whole time.
Yeah, people don't know that.
They don't know that.
And we're doing key fob bumps.
Just for us.
Yep, because there's no keys no more.
Yeah.
Hi, welcome back to Normal World. I'm Dave Landau, joined by...
Hey, quarterback Garrett, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Hey, what's up, man?
Not to be confused.
No, not at all.
All right, but today we have some great guests. I'd like to welcome the lovely Sara Gonzales.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you for coming in.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it.
We really appreciate it.
I mean, I wasn't going to, and then you sold me on the key fob bumps. So.
Well, you said you hadn't tried Coke.
That's why they're there.
It's my understanding that we have a lot of it.
Yeah, it's under the chairs. It's in the White House.
Yeah, it's all over the place. And also joining me at the Funny Bone in Columbus in 2 weeks. You can see him with me there.
Huh?
Yeah,
You can.
Please welcome a comedian, good friend of mine, Derek Richards.
Thank you for having me. Good to see you guys.
Thanks, man.
Thank you for coming.
It's great, man.
Appreciate it.
You flew all the way from Vegas.
Yeah, it's always a nice, quick little 2-hour trip.
With
providing the flight goes the way it's supposed to, and it never does. But
No.
You see what was happening at the is it the Bellagio or is it the
Caesars?
They're throwing stuff out of windows. Did you see that?
yeah, some lunatic
Awesome.
was.
He didn't
we were
get
talking
his
about this.
security deposit back. Is that what it was?
I wonder if we're
like
going to
that.
get information on this.
I could be wrong. I don't know if there's a...
I figured
I'm going
maybe
to go
he
ahead and
just
stop myself on that joke right now.
Don't get to pull the brakes on that.
But yeah, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, he's throwing everything out of a room. I saw boxes. I don't even know how he's getting prime deal days already to launch out of the window at Caesars.
I need more stuff to throw out a window.
Yeah, come on. It's a big day for
I can
me.
get in 6 hours. Wow.
Can I get big cans of stuff? Yeah, that's going to end with him dead, right?
Well,
I'm surprised
it
it's
actually
lasted as long
Has
as
it wrapped up?
It's wrapped up now. Yeah, he barricaded himself in a room, and a SWAT team captured him. So,
When you're not armed, they tend to win. When you're like, I got furniture in here.
Or maybe he threw his ammo out the window, and he's like, "Oh,
dang
that was
it.
a
That
horrible
was the last
idea."
box.
Oh, man.
But I mean, since the October shooting happened in Vegas, I mean, now they've assembled essentially SWAT teams at every single property.
Yeah.
So there's like 5 or 6 SWAT team people on duty at all times on the property.
So
when
security.
really.
when we were talking about this, and because literally they were talking about the police have to go through the same hassles that anybody else does. You've got to go through traffic. You can turn the lights on all you want.
Right.
So you've got guys on property. So when you were telling me about this story, I'm like, well, this is not going to have a happy ending.
No, they have people downstairs with guns like, oh, we're on? Sweet.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I've been eating donuts. I'm ready to
I've
go.
been doing nothing for weeks.
Oh, this is great. I just have to go up the elevator to hurt a guy. It's my job.
Done.
I've been waiting. Let's go.
Well, congratulations to those guys for what you got to get in trouble too if you hit somebody with a box
Yeah.
Anything.
out of a high building.
I mean, that's assault, right?
I don't know. I'm not a lawyer anymore.
That's endangerment at least.
They took my license. I threw shit out a window. Anyway,
Hey, if you haven't already, you could go over to Blaze TV, use normal 20 as a promo code, get 20% off on your subscription there. Let them know that we sent you.
yeah, we're going to start doing stuff behind the paywall,
Yeah.
so please do sub. We really would appreciate it. Normal 20. And so I guess to start the show, I want to go ahead and say that we have a new trans Miss Netherlands that will be joining the Miss Universe pageant.
Beautiful, brave.
So if we could take a
Yay.
gander. Yes.
Oh,
She
wow.
looks like Freddie Mercury in the video just before he died of AIDS.
So out of all the women, out of the entire universe, they chose a man?
Well, not yet, but out of all the Netherlands,
Okay.
that's going to be...
Out of the Netherlands.
It was that girl.
the Nethers.
What was the runner-up?
Gorgeous.
Had to be like a cow.
Gorgeous.
The lead
Really?
singer of
Yes.
Warrant.
I wish I could pull that up.
She does look like somebody I would have paid about $150 for in Amsterdam.
Yeah,
of
that's
teeth.
true.
A lot of teeth, though.
She looks like Kirstie Alley. Pull her back up. She looks like Kirstie Alley.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Christian.
Yeah. She looks like she would have got thrown out a window in Vegas.
And then they would have let him go.
No, I mean,
Like,
good,
well,
good
we
for
understand.
her. I think it's great that they're doing things like this now. Do you have a take on it, Sarah? You're a woman.
I mean, I feel like, the incoming erection is a little confusing.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah.
Coming from,
Like
like
Miss
the
Netherlands.
bikini suit challenge is going to be a little awkward.
Yeah. Which I feel like maybe is why they dropped it.
Wait,
be.
did they drop it?
I think they did.
Oh, they're not letting her
they
join
backtracked on
in.
it.
Well, I think they're not going to do women in bikinis anymore because there
all.
would. Well, they don't want any spillage.
Well,
But they
that's
have
true.
the tuck friendly
Bathing
bikinis now.
suits.
That's true.
Yeah, Target didn't do that for nothing.
Yeah.
Why you got a ball tucker if you ain't gonna use it?
I know.
They don't call
We
it.
have inventions.
Yeah, it's a banana hammock. Let's go ahead and put that on and swish around, girl.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting. I'm going to try to say everything. Is my mic on?
Yeah. No.
Okay, I'm going to try to say everything I can before getting you kicked off of any.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Platforms,
we've
but
said things already.
Okay.
We're only
My
week
favorite
3.
thing about a bikini contest has always been penis. Go on.
really,
Yes.
that's weird because I feel like that's not what everyone else is.
Well, you don't
Is
know.
there-
It's 2023. So
That's
Listen,
true. That's true.
come on, get
It's
hit.
what I have to say
just
to
think
stay
it's-
on this platform.
It's so sad for the runner-up. She's gorgeous. You know, she worked like so hard to try to get where she's at, just
Like
to have
shaving her vagina
Doing the
that
real
she
work.
was born with.
I mean, yes.
Not
And that is hard.
Not the aftermarket one that was picked up
No.
at a used car lot.
well,
When you,
You
have
got
to keep
someone-
open.
sorry.
You gotta.
You got someone with low miles.
Yeah,
It does have
got
to
to oil it up,
Yeah.
dilate it every 5 minutes.
Is this a rebuild? Is this a rebuild?
How many pills do I have to take a day? Oh, that's a lot.
It's certified pre-owned. I just want to check.
I'm moody. So go on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I don't even know where I was going anymore.
Yeah, you would. I would feel bad if I came in second.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand coming in second to
To another woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would get it.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's only a matter of time. There's going to be so many women that this happens to that they're finally going to stop participating in the charade. Because I can't imagine, as a biological woman, actually congratulating and hugging a man that just beat me out of a competition that I trained and prepared for. I mean, I would be pissed.
Yeah, I can't imagine winning a contest that would be for a woman.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just
You're not in that
me.
mindset.
What
Yeah.
kind of training goes into being Miss Universe? A lot of knee work.
Yeah. And you have to practice the wave, I
This.
feel.
Yeah, this.
This thing.
And the
Like what?
walk.
What's your answer? If you
Kegels.
could do one thing in the world, what is it?
Kegels.
Kegels. I guess.
Make myself a woman.
I mean, to be fair, these are women who are like physically fit,
Right,
right?
yeah,
Like,
right.
you,
Like
you
a-
have
it's like
to
a
take
muscle
care of
man
yourself.
challenge.
Yeah.
Like me.
Arnold.
Right. Wait.
What?
What's she going to do for the talent competition?
I don't know.
Move a refrigerator?
I mean, she's trying
Actually,
real hard right now.
that was a pretty weakly man.
Looks like Bill Hader.
You got hula hoop?
Oh no.
It looks like Bill Hader.
A ring toss? All right, moving
Ring
on.
catch. Hey. That's some skill. You ever been there? You tried- They oil
Yeah,
it
you
up,
could do
make
it
slip
though.
right off.
I just think it's
Very
odd. I just don't know why you'd want to compete. I would feel odd in the room being like,
Yeah.
"Hey, girls, I won.
That's confidence, though. Hey,
I'm
more
also
power to
girls,
her.
but hey, girls."
Tim.
I feel like it's just a bit much.
So,
But congratulations.
yeah,
to her.
congratulations.
See,
Yeah.
On a lighter note, cocaine was found at the White House.
and no one knows who it is.
Nobody.
it belongs to.
We have no idea.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, who do you think, Derek? We'll go to you first.
Questions.
Well, it's got to be Joe. I mean,
Oh,
I don't think anybody's really looking at the obvious.
You think
I
it's because he's always so peppy?
Yeah, I think it's because he's so tweaked out of his mind. He keeps wandering
I mean,
off
you have
stage,
to-
and he's got to be he's on something.
yeah.
So I mean, I would think.
How do you factor in the video of Hunter literally tweaking out on just like sweaty and that's
Do you think
I don't know who it could have been, man.
Do you think it's crushed up dementia medicine that he's refusing to take?
it could be?
Sarah, who do you think it is?
Well, I think it's Hunter, but I also think that they're trying to pin it on Kamala because their recent reporting of it, they made sure to say it was found by where the vice president parks.
Oh,
And it's like, why did you include that information? I think you're trying to hang it on her, which we all know
mean-
she's not on cocaine. She's clearly smoking weed.
It's amazing that Bush did it one time in the 70s and had to deal with that for 8 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now we've just heard about it at the White House this whole time.
Yeah.
Nobody has a
no,
problem.
they're like, nah, we found it. Yeah, whatever. We don't know who it is. Move on.
Importantly, though, we actually did find some tapes. Let's roll it.
Hey, Hunter.
Yeah.
Is this your cocaine?
I don't know.
I can only tell if you let me smell it.
Well, okay. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, Hunter.
I got a foot job from my niece. Yeah.
Hunter.
Oh,
He almost got
Hunter.
him. Almost.
Oh,
He's a trickster.
Hunter.
Always getting
He
a
is.
foot job from his niece. That
Who
guy.
doesn't?
Oh,
I mean,
what a fella. Oh, they're facts. Anyway. Another controversy from this week. I don't know if you guys and girls have heard. Jonah Hill's texts.
oh, yeah, totally up on top of all that.
Yeah, Sara Brady, which is Hill's ex-girlfriend, posted private text messages that some people claim are abusive. Here's a photo of the couple's texts. Or here's a photo of the couple first, I guess, if you want. I don't know what's coming up first. Let's go first to the picture of the couple. Or this. There we go. Let's go with this one. Okay, this is the couple. This all right.
That's like Miss Universe. Is that Miss Universe?
No, that's
No.
apparently Jonah Hill. He looks like he's a guy who's trying to pass off Advil PMs as Molly at a concert.
Slide it to
Did you
you
see
right
him?
Look at that picture. He looks like a fatter Sammy Hagar right
Yeah,
now.
look at that.
He does.
Oh, why would you? He's just a fat guy dating out of his league. Am I right? And it's because he has a lot of money.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
That's
What?
in his league, I feel
I
like.
still feel like that's out of his league.
I don't know. There's jowls going on.
Is
Well,
it?
she's
that.
lovely.
Yeah, she's
I'm
lovely.
sure she's
I-
lovely.
a little
I'm
man.
sure
I don't
she's
think
lovely.
he's outkicked his coverage.
She's
with that
handsome
one.
for sure.
She is handsome.
Yeah.
And she's a surfing instructor, so I guess
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's more
so
like
she's
athletic.
Yeah, like manly.
Good body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good body. On French Stewart from Third Rock from the Sun. Now let's go ahead and read some of these texts.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't see that at all.
Plain and simple. If you need surfing with men, boundaryless, inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch or coffee or something respectful, I am not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there are no hard feelings. These are my blah, 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 blah.
These
You
are
get
my
it, you get
boundaries,
it.
my boundaries.
Well, first,
I don't
before
know.
we
Hey,
jump
what-
in, but let's just say I want to hear from a woman, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. What do you think that this is inappropriate if a man was to text you these things?
No. Now, do I think that it's emotionally abusive, which is what she characterized it as? Absolutely not. I think that I wouldn't have a problem with it if I'm looking to marry someone, because I think you would understand that, well, with a serious relationship comes marriage, comes changes in how you portray yourself to the world. I think that she highly mischaracterized it. It might be a little controlling for some women's taste, but I don't think that it goes over the line.
This is literally the first time I've ever heard it, because I saw it and I was like, Jonah Hill, relationships, I'm not reading that. But from just that, it doesn't seem that controlling.
I don't think so.
I think in this day and age, women are expecting literally no boundaries
Yep.
at all.
Yep.
And being like, yeah, well, why can't I just post my titties out every
Exactly.
single day on OnlyFans? Like, that should be fine.
Yeah.
He told me I can't do that. Oh my God, he's abusing me.
Yep.
So I don't know. It does seem
But
kind
is
of
she showing her titties on OnlyFans and stuff?
I
Or
don't know.
She's just
I don't know.
posting pictures of her surfing, which
Which
is like
she is a
but her-
surfer,
that's
right?
her
So
job.
she should be able to do that. It's her
That's
job.
how I feel about it.
And her ass is kind of hanging out in some of them. But that is her job. But I feel like he was very respectful in saying, like, look, it's your job. I respect that. Like, if that's what you want to do, I totally respect that. It's just not for me. And so if she
I need more
chooses to
context
continue
on
in the
it.
relationship, I
Right.
feel like that's on her.
Doesn't it seem a little weird though? Like, I'm totally cool with your job, but I just don't want you to have your job.
But if you want to be with me,
And then look at me. I mean, this pudding cup. Come on.
this is grade A
Let's say-
athleticism.
Why would you leave all this?
Yeah. Let's say it's Jonah Hill. Let's just say it's his body, and he works at Pizza Hut, and he sends you that. Go. Yeah, your mind's changed.
Yeah,
You're
no.
like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and surf.
I mean, I'm not here
power
to
play.
defend why she's dating Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
But I will say, I find it peculiar that she did release these shortly after he had a baby with someone else. So that just
there might
seems-
be some kind of like
yeah,
revenge.
yeah. Like, to me, that's a red flag for her intent.
peanut butter and jealous.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
Derek, what's your take?
I'd like to see the text leading up to that.
Yes.
When you just see the one long text, which, by the way, for a dude, that's a long text that he sent.
that is.
It
It's
also
like
is
a
kind
novel.
Of. It's also
I mean,
kind
for a
of
second,
weak.
I thought that was from the girl that came in
Yeah.
because I'm like, wow, this goes, if you need da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, wow, it was, all right. It just seemed to go very, it went on a long time. But like we were talking about context. I want to see what led up to him saying that. And then really what the follow-up was.
Yeah, what was her answer to that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
If
we're
you
just
got
seeing
my
that one
text, it would be really
screenshot, yeah.
awkward. Like, it would be really strange if you
I
saw some of
mean,
mine.
yeah, I mean, they're not unlike text Garrett and I have had, I guess.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're kind of exactly like it.
It does seem weird for a man to be using the term triggering.
Yeah.
Well, he's from California, so.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
It's fair.
I actually think mentioning your text, we should bring those up because they're.
What are you talking about?
I think that they're a little toxic. I think you guys have
I
a
don't think you have
codependent
to
thing
bring-
going
Who's
on.
texting? I
No,
don't
we're
think you need
bringing
to
them
bring
up.
up
Bring
anything.
them up.
don't do
Don't
this.
bring
Bring
it
them
up.
up.
Okay, we're gonna
What
do
is
that now?
this? Hey. How did you get those?
Okay, well, I guess
I sent
we
those to
can.
Dave.
I guess
No,
we can read
you left your
them.
phones out, and
It's not cool that you took pictures of that.
I gotta change my password.
Okay, well, this very simply happened where I texted Garrett and I just told him I was having fun on a beach, and
Yeah.
you got all mad about it.
I mean, I don't like to see those like uninvited. If I ask for them, yeah.
And then I just pointed out that, you were all like, hey, stop sending me pictures of me in my bathing suit. But that's what I do. And I just said that I want you to stop water skiing with other men. And
I don't know why you have to be so controlling like that. I like to exercise sometimes, you know.
Yeah, but you ride on the men's backs, and I don't really think that gives
How else
you
can
the
you see? I like to
exercise.
see a long way away, and I have good balance.
And that, but then you immature. Yeah, but then I sent you.
It's just ridiculous. You're always being so ridiculous.
Well,
Dave.
you sent me a dick pic.
Well, you deserve it.
Yeah, well, it was rude, and then I sent you a pic of my asshole.
Wow.
Yeah, and then
Escalation
you're
there, I
like,
feel like.
why do you have a
Wow.
picture of your asshole? And I simply said, because I saw a lump and I'm scared, and I asked you to come over, and you didn't respond. And I was like, could you please respond? And then I said, could you please respond again? And then I was like, why are you ghosting me? And you haven't texted me since.
Well, I'm not a doctor, so can we move on. Talk about something else.
I think we should.
I'm sorry, Sarah.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I was scared,
ridiculous.
and I did
Escalated
see
really
a doctor.
quickly.
I
and-
usually get my asshole lumps checked at a truck stop.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like lot lizards. They're very
Yeah.
like they know their way around.
They know their
the
way around.
undercarriage.
They have seen lumps.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Do you feel better once you've gotten that check?
Oh yeah,
It's called tongue jacking your dookie box.
Yeah.
that is exactly how it's coded with my insurance company.
Yeah. Well, it's the term they use.
My health plan in Nevada. It's abbreviated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moving on, Jamie Foxx.
I'm sorry.
he's,
Thank you for coming to the show, Sarah. I know you like to keep it classy. You're a woman of news.
Yes, outstanding. Jamie Foxx, very sick, seems to be. But we saw him recently. He was on the river. He's on a boat.
Yeah,
waving to fans and stuff.
That's
He
what they
seems
said.
totally
Some
okay.
people saw Jamie Foxx. Yeah, on the
There's a
river.
lot of
Did you guys know
questioning
that?
going on.
Yeah, I still think it's weird.
Do we
It is
have
a little bit.
Do we have a picture?
We do.
Do we have a picture of him? Yeah. Well, that's,
I don't know. It's
yeah.
suspicious.
I don't know how that got in there.
That's the wrong one.
Oh,
see the
is
real
that the wrong
one.
picture?
Ah,
No,
sorry.
let's
The
see
real
the real
photo.
picture.
There you go. Yeah, look.
Okay, that's
Throwing
still,
up that power fist, bro.
Yeah, that's.
I'm a fan of Jamie. You know,
Actually, I'm a big fan of Jamie Foxx.
I love Jamie Foxx, dude.
and
He's hilarious.
I'm not sure.
That's not a joke.
Not sure that's him. What's funny about this is this is from a magazine called Alive.
Oh wow.
So
Alive
They're, like,
magazine
confirming.
would like you to know that the Celebrity Summer celebrating summer, Jamie Foxx waves from a boat for the first time in public since his hospitalization. So don't worry, Alive magazine swears that Jamie Foxx is alive
He'll be all right.
and waving at you from a boat in Chicago. Do you realize if Jamie Foxx was in Chicago waving at you from a boat,
Yeah.
there'd be more than one blurry picture?
Yeah, just one.
Have you
There was
ever
a video.
been to Chicago? Was there a video?
There was a video of him, a separate incident.
Was it him?
They were like, "Hey, look, Jamie Foxx," but it's also him getting inside of a car and shutting the door. It's like not him
It's
outside of
not
the car
him.
walking up.
There's
He's
There's
just
more. There's cleaner pictures of Bigfoot.
Yes.
Jamie
That
Foxx.
literally looks like a cardboard cutout that you would see at Foot Locker, and it's
It's like Home Alone.
You know, and they got Like the arm is on a little hinge.
Dude, his BetMGM picture looks more authentically real.
Yes. With the lions in the background.
What do you think happened? And just dance around what we really think.
Right. I mean, I do think it's odd that if you were a very famous, high-profile actor and you had something that happened to you that required hospitalization for a very long time, and you heard that there were a lot of fans who were very worried about you and your condition. You would think that after you were released from the hospital, you would make some sort of a video, something to communicate to all of your fans.
Hey guys, I'm doing all right.
Thanks so much for your concern.
prayers
I'm doing
and-
great. I appreciate all of your support. Boom. Then you dispel any sort of rumors.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that hasn't happened.
It's a little weird.
Like Jeremy Renner was like eaten by a plow and was
Right.
letting his fans know like
From
a week
like,
later.
hospital
From
selfies.
the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe he's just more private. I don't know. Air on the
He
side
could
of doubt,
be,
but it is a little weird.
You also have Ice Cube coming out and other people saying things, and it makes me very suspicious. And I do hope he's okay.
I absolutely. I like I said, it's not a joke. I am a fan of
So
Jamie
am
Foxx.
I,
I think
absolutely.
he's very funny and he's a good actor, and I hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I
And I
just
hope,
find it
know,
odd that so many magazines, like,
Should've got the jab.
Alive magazine.
That was a weird throat.
There's also a
bubble
new
I had.
publication called I Swear He's Fine.
Please believe me.
Yeah.
He'll be all right.
Yeah.
And it's funny how we've never heard of this magazine up until this photo
Until
was
now.
taken.
Yeah.
It's not People magazine. It's
No.
not Time. It's not any. Not even a viral TikToker.
The Moderna Daily.
Yes.
Just great magazines.
The Weekly Jab.
There's just too many celebrities dropping, just a little weird.
The Boost on the Roost. All right. So you guys know Larry Nassar, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever.
Not a fan.
You may know him from a truck stop. Larry Nassar is garbage.
I'm too old for him.
Yeah. Well, anybody.
true.
He's really. I grew up in Michigan, and I have family that went to state, and I wish he would die. If I'm being honest,
He's
I do.
human garbage.
Yeah, he should have been.
In Minecraft.
I wish that did the judge let the dad beat him up a little bit, if I recall?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he
No,
actually
he
made it. So
wanted
that
to.
he wanted to. The dad
He goes, "Can I get-"
lunged at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all of the bailiffs took him down before he got to
See,
him.
if I was
would've
the
just been like,
judge, I would have
hands
been
off.
like, "Boys, it's all right.
I would
Yeah.
like, it's his
Hold
nature.
back. Hold back."
Break
Wild
time,
justice.
boys. Everybody get coffee.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Oh, guys, it's fine. Don't worry. You don't want to touch him. COVID."
Yeah.
And they're like, "COVID hasn't been invented yet." They're like, "It's fine. Like, oh, dang it. 6 feet.
Can I beat him up anyways? Yeah.
6 feet away from the guy who looks creepier than Jared."
Subway.
So you have, eat fresh. So Larry Nassar, the sports doctor who sexually assaulted several female gymnasts, as you know, this is the best, stabbed 10 times in prison.
Oh no!
Isn't that great? Yeah, he was stabbed twice in the neck, twice in the back, and 6 times in the chest, which some call not enough.
Yeah.
It caused his lung to collapse, and we have actually obtained an audio recording of the stabbing. So honestly, if you're at home, you might have some kids around, you might want them to leave the room because it is a little graphic.
Hey, yo, Nasser.
Oh, I'm just taking a shower here. No! No! No, stop stabbing me, sir! No! No, boy! No! Ow! You double slice! No! No, no! No, stop it! No! Oh! No!
Hey, blue.
No!
Terrible stuff.
That's the first time I heard that audio. Sounds shocking.
However, according to a Live magazine, Larry Nassar is doing fine and was seen on a boat with Jamie Foxx.
Yes, according to Shivved in the Shower Weekly. Did we just put the Bernie's picture up again? That's Larry Nassar being taken to another prison.
Being transported as we speak.
Oh, man. Larry was accused, of course, of not accused.
At this
Convicted.
point, at this point,
He
convicted,
150 athletes, and
Man,
in
what a
Michigan
monster.
State.
He did it.
Yeah, he totally did.
What a monster.
He was sentenced to what, 175 years in prison?
Yeah.
Something like that. I'm surprised. He's been in jail for a few years. I'm surprised it took this long, to be honest with you,
Honestly,
for somebody
yeah.
to go after him.
Did they throw him in gin pop or something? Like, was he sequestered for a while and then threw him in?
I have no
How
idea.
did that work? I think anybody that, like, if you take your kids, I've got young kids and they're in gymnastics. I'm always eyeballing the coaches. Like, I'm just, and maybe it's just a sexist thing. If there's dudes there, I'm like, why are you here, bro? Like, you got to have an entire family full of gymnasts, and you got to be like a gold medalist. Why are you here? It's sus. And so he was a doctor for gymnasts. I'd be like, where are the dads? Where's the mom?
I agree.
Where's the coach? Where's somebody that's there that could be like, I don't know.
Well, and there was also the
Too many opportunities.
the Olympic gymnast had filed lawsuit against the FBI for
Yes.
not even going
For not
following up
investigating it.
because they had contacted the FBI.
They've been
they're just-
filed many times, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, and they just completely blew it off. I can't believe that an organization like the FBI would not follow through.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Well, there wasn't enough sexy footage for them to look at.
He also pled guilty to child pornography. Shocking.
Yeah.
Oh,
Surprise.
that's odd. He had some?
Well,
Oh,
he
that's
pled
so
guilty to
weird.
it.
My cousin was a Fed briefly, and she said she was in that unit that had
Really?
to research. Yeah, and it's just hard to keep doing it
I can't
when
believe
you're
I couldn't
because you
believe
have
doing
to
that.
see it.
Yeah.
And she said most of them are morons.
Yeah.
Because they just have it, and it's not. They're just idiots who buy that. Like, we should probably talk about it. Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
I'd like to get into it. Sarah, did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I know we're skipping ahead a little bit, but I think it's an important thing to talk about. We have people here. We all have children, and not to get all serious, but I think it's very important that I saw Sound of Freedom. We all did. It was it made more than $40 million at the box office,
Yeah.
and on its July 4th release,
Beat
and
Indiana Jones.
yeah.
Think about that. Indiana Jones. It beat it.
And it's about human trafficking.
Yeah.
And Indiana Jones only feels like you're being screwed up the ass.
Yeah. At least my childhood heroes seem to be.
Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, a property owned by Disney, this was owned by Disney. It was produced by Fox, and then Disney purchased Fox, and then left this movie on the shelf for a year before it said, okay, well, somebody else could distribute it. And then Angel came in and distributed it.
Yeah, it was what
Disney.
before the
Come on.
COVID shutdowns. Yeah, theaters.
Yeah, and then the 3 years of COVID.
There was 3
right?
years of COVID where
So it
they
had
wouldn't
even
let it be
longer.
released. And this is a true story. For 3
Yeah.
years it sat on a shelf, and this is an actual movie about he was an FBI agent?
He was DHS.
He was DHS.
Yes. Hey, you explain it a little bit.
So
because-
Tim Ballard, who I interviewed like 5 years ago for theblaze.com.
I'd love to talk to him.
Yeah, I'll see
I'd
if
love
I
to
can get you
shake
in
his
touch with him.
hand.
Yeah, he's great. So he worked for DHS. He was a DHS agent, working on, trying to rescue children. But obviously, there's only so much you can do domestically, and so they went on, operations to try to rescue Americans. But he started going internationally and realizing that this was a much bigger problem worldwide, and quit his job as a DHS agent to pursue fighting human trafficking worldwide, and started his own organization. And this just kind of tells his story and, what he went through and some of the things that he's seen, which again, horrific, but necessary to talk about and spread awareness about.
I just find it so odd that it was shelved by Disney for so long.
Do you?
Well, not odd now, especially after in their theme parks they've
odd
been
in
caught
like a general sense.
trafficking. Odd in the sense of it shouldn't exist, but I'm
Yeah.
not at all surprised.
Yeah.
In that way,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's because I'm trying to find a word for it, but I should say not at all surprised. Human beings are trash, and this I really encourage anybody to see that movie, and you actually can get free tickets for that movie if you can't afford it. You can go online. I donated several myself.
I did too.
So
And it's a great
please.
movie. Like, I went into it expecting it's probably got a good message, to get out there, but it's probably not going to be a very good movie. It'll be one of those
right.
you're like, okay,
Low budget,
right?
yeah.
It's 14 million
Yep.
budget, 14, 15. It's actually a good movie. It was suspenseful. It had heart. It had really great characters, great acting. The little girl that is in this, that she gets kidnapped, there's a scene in there where she breaks down. It is really good, and she's like 9 or something like that. Like it's a powerful movie. So go in expecting holding back tears or dropping some.
And it is not something that is strange, where you are often in foreign countries, Brazil, and even in LA, you're brought in like, oh, this is an audition to be a child actor. And it really is just a scheme to, kidnap your child.
That's how they set up the movie.
And really, the first 5 minutes of the movie, there's credits rolling, and it is actual video that you have to watch of actual kidnappings. And you might be like, I can't, but you should. God,
got you.
I have indigestion, and I'd had a little soda. Anyway, but it's called kidnapping. But no, the reason why it's so important is if you have children, if you have grandchildren, or whoever in your life, you need to see this, because I think right now we're living in a culture where we're so afraid to talk about human trafficking. Or if you're sitting on a plane and there's like, let's say some old dude and he's got a kid with him who for some reason doesn't know a word of English, you're so afraid to go like, is that your kid?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know them? And it's like, it's my grandson. I can't have a Spanish grandson. And you were so afraid now because we've been trained that to fear that.
Yeah, we don't protect kids, which is
we
the
don't
most
protect kids at
ridiculous
all
thing a
anymore.
culture could do is not protect their children.
Yeah, and I think that, Garrett, you mentioned when we were talking about Larry Nassar that you are constantly eyeballing the adults that are around your children, and I think it's important not to like blame the victim. Like, I'm not saying, well, the parents should have known better. They should have never dropped their kids off there. Like, I get it, but I do think that it's important to remind people, like, this is why I go into my kids are going to the dentist. I'm like, I'm going back there.
Yeah.
They go to the doctor. I'm going back there. There's not an adult that is present outside of family, close family, that my kids go and spend time with that I am not present every single moment. And so I just think that it's an important reminder that even if they're the expert or, a trusted adult or whatever, you never can be too careful, because you can't get that back from your children.
Yeah.
Removing the innocence, ripping that innocence from them, you can't ever get that back. And so I just think it's important to remind parents, grandparents, caregivers that, like, it's not your fault, but God, just go with them. Keep an eye on them at all times.
It definitely made me reassess the situations where I thought, like, how they set the movie up where the little girl, she's playing drums, she's singing, and then somebody shows up the door and says, hey, I love how you're singing. Why don't you come to this audition? Then she takes her little brother. Then the dad takes them because he wants to, have the kids be successful.
Right.
So he takes the kids, drops them off. She said, no parents in here. Come back at 7. And he comes back and they're gone. And then it makes me think, like, I would never do that. And then I think, well, there was that one time and I took him to, an open gym where all the kids are playing, and then I left and came back.
Yeah.
Where you think you're safe,
right?
Because we live in a society. I live in America. I live in Texas. That could never happen. And then you watch a movie like that, and you're like, right?
Yeah.
Other people have done it. So then you reassess that and go, okay, like, let's bring it back in and remember there are the opportunities that can happen, and to stay vigilant.
Yep.
And the person who leads everybody into that room, they often use that decoy, like that woman who's very pretty. She seems completely innocent. There's nothing that you wouldn't believe. She completely sells you on it. And the creepy part is, like, when the son gets kidnapped, and this is the very beginning of the movie, but of course there's going to be spoilers, but the movie's about human trafficking. I'm sorry, it's just what happens. The son comes in and it's like, oh, you're very handsome, and this is in South America, but the reality is the people that purchase these children, it's LA. And
they show it in the movie. They talk about that America is the target destination for this. They come here.
Well, and I believe the Super Bowl every year is the number one place to profit off.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah, is the most money
It's
where
so
they
disturbing.
make human traffic.
Oh, great. The Super Bowl's coming to Vegas this year.
Oh, that seems
And
like
that's
Vegas
right
already.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh boy, is the window guy going to be there?
This is probably. We can only hope. Yeah, but it's so weird because you see stuff like this, and I haven't seen the movie yet, and I don't have kids, but I just go back every time you hear stories like this, and I go back to growing up in Detroit. For years, just wandering the streets. Come back when the streetlights come on.
Right.
And my brother and I would get on our bikes and take off and go hang out with friends and go do stuff. And there was, obviously there were bad people around back then, but I mean, you just never heard of what's going on today back then.
Must have been an ugly kid.
I was just going to say
I've
the solution
got some
to this.
pictures that are adorable. I don't know why you want to make it hateful
Come on, look
like
at
that.
these.
Yeah, the solution to this is to have ugly kids. You just have ugly kids.
I have
no
a
one
T-shirt
wants
that
them.
says "Why not me?"
Yeah, come on, pick me.
Come on,
He's doing everything.
why am I ugly?
He's wearing Daisy Dukes.
He's out there like,
He's just wearing Daisy Dukes, eating a sucker by his lemonade stand.
A bomb pop. Watch this.
I'm
I can
lost.
put this whole bomb pop in.
Look at. They're like, oh man, that ugly kid's doing the bomb pop thing again. Oh no, he just
drive
bought
the van
two.
past.
Then they just feel bad and take me.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Get in the van.
Get in the van.
Just don't do the ATM thing with the bomb pop. And it's true though, but I think that's part of the problem in other cultures too now is when we did grow up in Detroit, for you and I, not everyone here, of course, but when we were young, and I think we're a little bit older than the other people in the room, is there was a certain idea where the neighborhood was watching out for you.
Yeah.
Right.
And there were people looking out the windows, and even though we thought we were getting away with murder, there was always an eye on us.
It was the same thing in the 90s.
Yeah,
Same thing in the
same deal,
90s
yeah.
and the early 2000s. It was like,
Yeah.
go out and play, go right around the neighborhood. I did that so much.
Summers,
as a
you
kid.
just were like, okay, go out and play, and I'll
Yeah.
see you at dinner.
Yeah.
Right? You just spend time
yeah,
outside.
Yeah, and the second you stepped in that one woman's grass, you were like, you realized, oh, they're all watching because she went crazy, and you're getting hit with a broom.
Yeah.
You know, it was that. So, but I think the problem is in a lot of these foreign countries where you see the camera footage is they are being sent out and the parents aren't there. So you have like three brothers playing and a car pulls up and a giant guy's grabbing one. What do?
Right.
You have two brothers that are completely weak. They're they are fighting the guy,
They're
but they
trying,
don't stand a chance. The guy's armed. They're like, what are you gonna? So he's taken, and then sent over to America. And then you have perverts like Dan. What's the guy who?
Dan
Schneider.
Schneider.
Dan Schneider.
Oh, God, Dan Snyder.
He's
Yeah,
disgusting.
that's exactly what the movie sets up. He sets up hey, come have an audition. Go like, show us your dance moves. Take your shoes off. Take your pants off. They want to see you do this. That's what he did, allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah, of course.
Nickelodeon.
Dan Schneider's only an alleged pervert
yeah,
where
right.
on everything he produced, little girls put feet in their mouth.
Yeah, it's not weird at all.
Yeah.
Connected directly
Dave
to an
made
actual
me do this when I
convicted
came in
pedophile.
earlier today.
Well, that's important for this show.
yeah,
It's called
that's
Normal
loosening.
World.
Got it. Okay.
We're loosening you up, you know.
I measured
warming you
your
up for the
feet.
show.
Don't worry about the weird taste of your water. It's fine.
Don't worry.
Yeah, that's not. We just all put stuff in it.
Drinking my Cosmopolitan.
Yes. Enjoy it.
But yeah, it's a scary thing to know that it's happening here because you wanna be like, let your kids out, run around like I did, like y'all did, but you just can't anymore.
Yeah.
But then
I
you
guess
hear
you
about
never
all the
could.
sick
I guess you
stuff
never
that goes
could.
on, like over in. I'm sorry, I was going to say just in in Africa where we were talking about this earlier.
This is
today,
the creepy thing too.
where these
yeah.
guys will like these satanic rituals where
Yeah.
they drink the blood of
Yeah.
a child and then they harvest the organs, and I'm like, oh my,
Yeah.
no,
As a ritual.
yeah,
They do that here.
Yeah, they do, and they look at it and they go, well, that's a right wing conspiracy, and you start looking into it and you go, but it's not.
It's not.
This is an actual thing that they're taking children for.
Right,
Right.
because the conspiracy is that it's adrenochrome. That the elites are taking adrenochrome and getting younger by the blood of children. That's not necessarily what is happening. That is not what's happening. They're taking the blood and doing it through ritual like sacrifices in Haiti, that's the sequel. They already said that they're starting to write the sequel, which is their operations in Haiti, which is way worse than
And
Honduras.
if you're
and
drinking
Colombia.
Haitian blood, you're not getting any younger.
You're not getting the top shelf stuff.
you can get AIDS through your shoes in Haiti.
Yeah, not safe. Not safe.
Yeah, I stepped on a pine cone in Haiti and got hepatitis C.
I had a plane that was flying over Haiti, and I hit the eject, open the exit door.
It's true though, like that's a completely disturbing thing. The one funny thing about that movie, because you always have to find a silver lining. Can you imagine being cast as a pedophile? Like when you come in
I was
to get
thinking
the
that
role.
too.
Like I just kept looking at that guy and imagine being like, oh, you are perfect for this role.
Perfect.
You are a disgusting looking monster of a person.
Here, let's put these glasses on you. Perfect. And a
Oh,
mustache.
this is great.
Mustache.
Oh,
They
don't
just-
even change your hair. Your comb over's wonderful. You gross
You could
creep.
wear
Perfect.
this.
They just stop the audition process. Somebody comes walking out in
Yeah.
the casting room. Like, listen, we found
him.
we found our guy.
Everybody go home.
Have you got friends?
Yeah, the janitor just walks into the lot and they're like, "Hang on, we found our pedo," and he's like, "What?"
That's one thing I
wrote
did
it
have
down.
against the movie is that they made the pedophiles look like stereotypical pedophiles with a mustache and glasses, and the second guy is like a big fat guy. And I'm like,
Pedophiles can
could
can
be
look like
anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
important
guy-
to
They played into it a little bit.
That guy looked like one you would draw in a game of Pictionary.
You're like,
Come on, it's a pup. And they make him stupid like they are in real life, where the guy's like, Jim
like, "I can't
Caviezel's
trust
like,
you."
"Look, I've been getting turned on by it. Can you get me more?" And he's like, "How can I trust you to be one of us?" And he's like, "No, you can
not
trust
one
me."
of
And he's
us.
like, "Okay, I trust you then. Let's
Okay.
get more."
So there's this neighbor. I have this neighbor, Kevin. Fuck you.
calling him out.
No,
calling Kevin
he's
out.
on the list. When I got pregnant, I looked up.
Right, as you do.
Yeah.
As you should.
I
you
did
should
too.
check out your neighborhood, everybody.
Yep, I got a couple
And
red
the guy,
dots.
and he had made friends with my husband. He walked his dog by. My husband was gonna have him over for a barbecue. He is just a normal-looking guy, sweet guy. The whole neighborhood knew him. I found him on this list. He was trying to buy a 9-year-old girl, and it was a sting operation. He was like, "Well, I don't have a place to keep her right now, so can I just can we do like a loan sort of situation?" And it was like the whole thing was a sting. And the last thing he said before they caught him was, "I hope you're not a cop, huh?" And it's all online.
idiot.
Fuck you, Kevin.
I'm glad
You
they're
suck.
stupid.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Yeah,
He
fuck
tried
you,
to do
Kevin.
Yeah,
Tried
I
to do
told-
layaway.
I told
Is there a payment plan? I can have. Can I get financing?
With this kid, I don't want to be rude, but can I?
Is it?
like the
like
old,
rent a
like the
kid?
old Sears
He's
when
buying-
you go there and Dad would put like $20 down a week to pay for your Christmas
I was just gonna
gift.
say he used the oldest form of payment with the youngest purchase.
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
I don't have anywhere to keep it. What, a house?
Can you
What, I
just-
gotta feed this thing?
Can you
He's
store
got
it
a
someplace
roommate. He's
for
got
me?
a roommate, so he was like, it's a whole thing.
What a
I let the
moron.
people in the neighborhood know, and so now everybody fucking hates
Good.
him. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. But
We had one guy who
Anyway.
had he had cameras that faced the park by our house, and we saw it, and it looked, and it was like
Now or when you were growing up?
no, this was when we had our son,
Right.
and then our other neighbors had kids, and it was like, no, we're gonna take care of this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we took care of it. It's
happens.
like, well, dude, there's no reason.
Right.
He's like, it's for watching my birds. It's not for watching your birds. You're a
Birds
liar.
are in the sky.
Yeah,
right?
birds
Where
are
you looking
up.
over here?
Well, when you say it like that,
Well, dude, how do you think he says it?
it's exactly what
I'm
you
a
said. I'm
squirrel
sure.
watcher. Oh, birds land on slides a lot. There's always birds on the swing sets.
Makes me happy.
It's like, dude, we're not like.
Why are all those cameras trained at the bathrooms?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
dude. The way they're pointed, like,
Yeah.
I just shoot them.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of situations where they can slip through the cracks too.
So to
There's
speak.
a story
Of
about.
course, I'm saying that facetiously
Yeah,
because
in
the
Minecraft.
line you're not supposed to say should
In
kill
Minecraft.
these people.
There's stories about a mother where her son was molested, and she went over to the guy that he accused him of, and she asked him, "Did you molest my son?" And he said no. And it turned out that he was a convicted pedophile. Multiple children he had touched over decades, and he had just changed his name. And this was in America. All he did was change his name.
Wow.
So she went.
And
She
they
went to
let
his
him?
house again. They wouldn't give her a restraining order because they lived there, so they couldn't get him to move. She then went over to his house, asked the same question, looked him in the eyes, and then he basically was honest with her, and she stabbed him.
Did he die?
Good.
Yes, he did.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good for
She
her.
went to
Good.
jail, and she's out now.
She actually went to jail.
Yeah, she did.
You know
Yeah.
what's sad?
fucked up.
And
Yeah,
I
but
bet
she's
she
out now, which is
served
great.
more time than he did.
Probably.
That's the sad
Yeah,
part.
probably
Probably.
so.
So
Wow.
millstones. We need more millstones.
But
That's all I'm
according
saying.
to a
And
live
I hope your
magazine,
neighbor-
that guy was seen on the boat
oh yeah.
waving with Jamie Foxx.
That's true. He was-
He's the the other guy.
There he is.
There he is.
There he is.
Well, I want to thank you all for tuning in today. I want to thank our guests very much for coming in. And honestly, please do check out this film. It's very important that you see it.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that you do keep an eye out for people that are human trafficking and look out for the people in your neighborhood. It's an important message. God's children are not for sale. It really is getting disgusting.
Yeah.
We're letting the entire country go to hell. We really are. And it's time that we stop it.
Yeah.
Stop letting it happen.
Operation Underground Railroad is the foundation that he works out of. So if you want to donate, that's probably a good one to donate to.
I mean,
Gina Carano donates to that one. That's her charity.
Yeah.
Can I just say really quickly?
Please.
I appreciate you having me on. I did find it funny whenever my producer was like, "Hey, can you be on Normal World tonight? They want to talk to you about human trafficking." I was like, what the fuck? They have all these like funny people who come in and shoot the shit, and they want to talk about fucking human trafficking.
But you were very funny.
Sure, yeah, totally. I'm down.
You were hilarious during the human trafficking segment.
Yeah.
But you were great for
You really made human trafficking funny.
Well, we did crack a few jokes to make. We always try to find somewhat of light in the darkness. Is what we try to do.
I'm just giving you shit.
No, you're right though.
He deserves it.
And we do have to leave because I have to sell a baby. But
I'm gonna buy it.
It's fine though. It's fine. It's not white. So you can
Garrett, are you and I bidding on this baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were together. That's what it was. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I thought you were going to split
We're
it.
a couple.
Okay.
It's a sacrificial.
Right down the middle, just like in the Bible.
Now we're done.
Yeah. Now they're cutting it.
All right.
They're
so
like, guys, that's enough.
That's
with your
too much.
sacrificial babies.
Too many jokes.
Can you imagine that's a real conversation where somebody's like, "Hey, I need a baby to sacrifice," and another guy's like, "I got you.
I got a baby.
What you want? You want white, black, Mexican?
I got any kind of kid.
I got kids.
I got heavy kids.
Woo,
I got skinny kids.
I got sad kids. I got
happy kids.
Okay.
You make them sad.
Not
I
for
got,
long.
I got ones that jump.
Yes. Those are the dark ones.
Look for white babies can't jump.
They can't.
No, they can't. Yeah, it's not funny.
Pathetic.
Beyond.
Just the athletic skills of white babies, I'll be honest, it's a disgrace.
Do better.
Yeah, do better, white
Do
babies.
better, white babies.
I understand that your porcelain skin, you think you're better than everybody, but you're not. If you want to catch Derek, he'll be at the Main Street Comedy.
That's your segue? You're a horrible human being.
Derek, why don't you read off your dates?
I'll be at Main Street Comedy at Genopolis in Brighton, Michigan on July 20th. I'll be at the Comedy Room in Portofino in Wyandotte, Michigan, August 18th. Brad Garrett's Comedy Club in Las Vegas, August 21st. Harris Casino, Cherokee, North Carolina, September 20 through 24. Then Lebowski Center for the Arts in Owasso, Michigan, October 5. And then I have a bunch of other dates coming up with the Amazing Dave.
Hey.
That's right. That's what they call me when I do magic.
Ooh.
The Amazing
Card
Dave.
tricks?
I do mostly card tricks. I do some coin in the ear tricks. It's pretty good. I make people disappear as well.
Where do they come from?
But the coins in
coins.
the ear? I can't tell you that.
A magician never shares his
Thought I
secrets.
could get him to do it. I thought it was the co-host. He could tell me about it.
Dave makes the lumps on your ass disappear.
Yeah, sends pictures of his asshole, but
That's
won't
right.
share his
Yeah,
magician
what's up with that?
secrets.
Oh, what?
There's a dynamic here I don't
What?
like.
Oh,
Everyone's got a
oh,
line.
oh,
You rascal.
Dude, where did it come from?
Look at you.
The Amazing Dave magic. All right. And you can catch Sara Monday through Friday on the news and why it matters right here at Blaze TV or on YouTube. And this Friday, it's actually something special.
Yeah, this Friday we're going to be in Des Moines, Iowa for the first 2024 presidential forum. Yeah, Tucker Carlson's going to be there moderating it, and I'm going to be there. Glenn's going to be there. Stu's going to be there, and Steve Dace, and we're going to be trying to, ask these presidential candidates some tough questions.
Interesting.
So yeah, that'll be on Blaze TV's YouTube.
I think you should.
Notice we didn't get an invite.
Yeah, I would like to ask some tough questions to presidential candidates. I'd be like, what's your deal?
Ketchup or mustard on your hot dogs?
And they'll be like, I'm sorry, what? I'll be like, come on, man.
Excuse me?
What's up?
Hey, what's your problem?
You gonna do this right? Son? All right. I'll be at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida this weekend, July 14th and 15th, and the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio. Derek Richards is going to be joining me July 21 and 22, and July 28th and 29th. I'll be at the Funny Bone in Omaha, Nebraska, and then Detroit that following weekend. And Garrett,
Yeah.
I forget G's and my D's.
Hey, Derek and Garrett's very close. You can also catch me on, as always, Friday Night Tights on Nerdrotic Channel. My own channel on Sundays, play video games. And then on Sundays as well, on the Nerdrotic Channel, we do Forbidden Frontier, where we talk about aliens and stuff like that.
And Angela, where can we see you besides loading a gun and pointing it at your neighbor?
There it is.
Which we're all eager to see.
Yes.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
Yeah. You got to get that in there.
Get
Get that in there.
All right. Fuck that guy and
Agreed.
on my couch.
Okay.
Don't fuck that guy on my couch.
No,
but
no,
That's
yeah,
where
that was
you'll find
weird.
me
Well,
this weekend.
that was
Order
oddly
of words
specific.
you put that
That's
in.
where I'll be this weekend. All right.
Fucking that guy?
Get off. No.
What? Oh, she's
All right.
far too old.
We'll see you guys later.
See you
subscribe,
tomorrow.
All that stuff. Bye.
For a brand new episode.